All right, here we go. Gilbert Arenas, welcome back to Vlad TV.
What's up? What's up?
What's up, man? What's up? Well, a lot to talk about, but yesterday, Diddy got 50 months.
I seen that.
Now, we're not friends with Diddy, but we've run into him. We've had conversations with him over the years. You've had him at your parties. I've interviewed him and so forth. So we're somewhat familiar with who he is. Were you surprised at the 50 months?
To be honest, I didn't really know what he actually was guilty of, right? Like, I know what he's being claimed of, and I know what he got off of and what he didn't get charged with. So it's like, okay, what is the 50 months? Like, what is he guilty of? And was it 2 counts of?
Yeah, transportation to engage in prostitution. Those are the 2 counts.
Okay.
Each count had up to 10 years maximum.
Of those 2 counts?
Those 2 counts. Now, they could run consecutively or concurrently. So worst case, in the very, very worst case, he was facing 20 years. The prosecutors recommended 11 years. 11 years.
Is that over excessive for something like that charge itself?
Well, yes, I would say so.
Okay.
But it comes down to what the judge wants to do. And the judge has discretion. Now, Judge Mathis was here yesterday. We went through the whole thing. And the judge basically felt that with all the violence that came out during the course of the trial, the beatings, the verbal abuse, the emotional abuse, the fact that Cassie and Jane Doe, a.k.a. Daphne Joy, said in text messages they were considering suicide and so forth. And this went on for many, many years. Based on that, the judge said 50 months, which is 4 years, 2 months.
So, okay, I mean, you asked the judge. Now, my questions are, with something like that, what you're adding on to give him 50 months is not actually part of the case. What he got convicted of.
Yeah.
Just using these things to justify the time?
Well, keep in mind what I said in the beginning. Each charge is up to 10 years. So technically, it could have been 20 years. It's anywhere between time served and 20 years. He got 4 years and some change.
But you're justifying those 4 years with all this other stuff that has nothing to do with these 2 charges.
Well, it does. It's all part of the case. You see what I'm saying? That's why there's such a huge variation between time served and 10 years or 10 years for each charge. Like I said, the judge could have said 20 years and could have been fully justified in saying those 20 years. And it's one of those things where when it comes to appeals, it's hard to appeal the sentencing because it's the discretion of the judge. The judge gets to decide.
Yeah. So does he get time served?
He gets time served.
So what is the actual?
So if he gets time served, you take 14 months off. So that's 36 months, right? Which is 3 years. Now, he could potentially get into an RDAP program, which is Residential Drug Abuse Program, which could get like 6 months off. So he could get out in maybe 2 years, maybe a year and a half plus house arrest, that type of thing.
Okay.
It's not totally horrible, but it's less than he was expecting. Now, one of the things that really hurt him in trial was that the prosecutors revealed that he has like bookings scheduled for next week in Miami. You heard about this?
No.
Yeah. It was confirmed that he had a booking.
Who booked it?
His people did, and I guess it was confirmed.
So they thought he was coming.
Like a speaking engagement next week in Miami.
So he thought he was getting out. Now,
and that worked against him. Mathis even said the judges don't like stuff like that. Just assuming you're getting out and so forth. Yeah, you're kind of like laughing in the face of the court.
okay, but no matter if I'm laughing or not, just charge me with what I'm getting charged with. Like I don't like that. Like just get me for the crime. Don't get me for my attitude. My attitude is my attitude. My personality is my personality.
Nope. These things
So now
happen.
it's not about the court. It's about how you feel about me, and you're supposed to be neutral party, right? Because in reality is we've heard this case, right? what we thought the Diddy parties were didn't even be that.
Right.
We thought there was going to be some celebrities. We thought we were about to see
underage kids.
Yeah, we thought we were about to get all the great goodness of Hollywood, and we just got two nasty motherfuckers. Three.
So
Yeah,
fast
you
forward.
got one street whore at this moment in time, what it ended up being, and you got it's like a Bang Bros. It's like a Bang Bros episode, and he's the producer. Just watching too. Technically,
Well, he's the cuckold. He's the talent, technically.
Yeah. The husband that, hey,
Yeah.
come and sleep with my wife. Like, so that's all that came about this. Now, I don't like the idea of you give one person immunity that's guilty of the same
100%.
charge.
I've been saying Cassie's really the villain this whole time. This whole time.
Let's just say they're both equally the villain in this.
Yes.
Right? You can't say one is guilty because this one's helping you and trying to help you, because at the end of the day, what was discovered was basically these two having open type of relationships. Then this immunity shouldn't even be allowed because you didn't give us nothing. So that means what he was guilty of, she should be too.
100%.
Right? I can say if we're giving you immunity because you're giving us these things we don't know. It's gonna lead to fucking 100 years. Some bodies are buried somewhere. Cool. But when the case is finished, we heard everything. It's just you guys had an open relationship. You're sleeping with this person. You're paying. He's paying. Who the fuck knows? And I just don't like the idea where two people are guilty of actually the same thing now.
Look, not only are they both guilty, but this is the part that sort of annoys me. You ever read 48 Laws of Power?
No.
Okay, so that's a book that changed my life. The one chapter that really struck a nerve with me that I've always tried to follow since I read it was, when winning, don't go past your mark. Once you beat somebody, don't spike the ball, don't rub their face in it, don't continue to try to bury them further. You won. Take your win gracefully and keep it moving. Cassie got $30 million. She still took the stand and painted him to be the worst possible person she could. Once the trial was over, she wrote a letter telling the judge not to let him out because she was scared for her life. Clearly, $30 million doesn't buy you that much security, I guess, in this economy. But let me tell you, Diddy is more scared of Cassie than Suge Knight right now. Okay? He is absolutely terrified of this person. There's no one on earth he's scared of more. And then, right before sentencing, she wrote another letter asking for a harsher sentence. She won. You got $30 million. You got to leave. You got married. You got 2 kids. You have multi-generational wealth. But you're still trying to bury this man deeper into the ground.
Bury him on charges that it's not even guilty of.
Exactly.
Like, I get it. You're scared of the physical abuse. Well, you didn't charge him with that.
Yeah.
Right? And that's the problem here. Like, the women that are for her, you're for her because of a video that we seen. We're all rooting for her on that. But they didn't go to court for that. They went to court because these two are nasty. That's what the charge is.
Yeah.
2 nasty people.
Right.
Going in there, having their fun.
Yeah.
Right? That's what
and
the
I want to
charge
say
is.
this. I want to say this. I've interviewed 5 of the male escorts. 5. They've all said the same thing. She was a willing participant. It was her idea a lot of times. She's the one that picked the men. She was the one that asked the guys to pee in her mouth. She would have an overdose, come out, and still want to freak off. Right? When everyone else is ready to go home. So she would run into these guys randomly in public and then have, call them right away and say, hey, come up and have a freak off with us since I just seen you. This was not, she didn't have to tell Diddy, I just ran into this guy. She wanted to do it.
And so in theory, or not even theory, just reality is, you're writing these letters to give him the worst sentence he can get on you guys having sex with escorts.
Yes.
That's what you're not doing it because of the physical abuse, because that wasn't this actual case.
Right.
The case is 2 counts of prostituting that you were volunteering in, and you want him to do the maximum time of that.
Yes, that's exactly it. You nailed
can't
it.
do that. That's where now I understand. Like, you're doing too much now. Now, if this was the other way around and he got in trouble and he got only 2 years for the video of beating on you, write all the fucking letters you want. But that's not what he got charged with because you didn't charge him for that.
Yes.
You use this image in this video to persuade the public, right? So we can feel sorry for you during this trial, and we don't look at the evidence of what the trial is about, the RICO and all that stuff, because we're all thinking you beat her, and that's all we care about.
And the RICO got thrown out, the sex trafficking got thrown out. As I predicted, and listen, there's interviews of me like right before the trial saying exactly what was going to happen. I say he's going to beat the RICO, he's going to beat the sex trafficking, probably hit with the prostitution, and I don't think he'll get that much. Now, I was right with the overall charges, but I was wrong with the time. I thought he would get like maybe 2 years total. 1 year time served, do another year, maybe get out in 6 months.
I mean, that could still possibly happen after you told me.
But no, it didn't happen. Now, there is a possibility that Trump might pardon him, but then Trump saw a video of him bashing him during the first election, and now he feels a little differently. But then again, Trump gets over stuff, especially with the right dollar amount.
Yeah.
This might cost him $100 million.
To get pardoned?
Maybe. Would you go up $100 million?
No.
To get out 2 years early? Would you do 2 years for $100 million? You right now.
2 years for $100 million?
Yeah.
No.
You sit in jail.
I'm already there. I'm already there. I got two more years to get out on charges that.
Okay, $10 million. Right now.
10, yeah.
You would pay that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll pay $10 million.
Then again, Diddy probably has more money than you.
Yeah, but
so 100 to you is not 100 to him.
But 10 million is still 10 million. If I had Diddy's money, I'm not paying 100. Hundreds is money I was leaving to my kids.
Yeah.
And money that I've acquired over like great investments and great bullying of my talent, right? And all of that just goes out of the window for 2 counts of prostitution or 2 counts of crossing state lines of having sex that I wasn't even involved with.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm losing all my money like that. Like the damage is already done.
Keep in mind though, you might not make it through those 2 years.
Keep in mind,
I'm not Tory Lanez.
Yeah, keep it in mind, I'm not going to make that $100 million back. My career is kind of done.
Yeah.
So I'm going to need all the money I can to try to salvage something and try to get back on my empire. No.
Yeah, I mean, I guess Diddy's lawyer claimed that there was an inmate with a shank that was found nearby or something like that. And, you know, there is a chance, like I said, Tory Lanez is doing his time, and out of nowhere, apparently over a girl, some Mexican dude stabbed him like 40 times. Did you see that video?
I got some wind of it.
Yeah.
He's still alive, right?
He's still alive.
Oh.
But the injuries were so bad, he had to get airlifted to a separate hospital to save his life. Lungs collapsed, the whole 9.
I want to ask a question.
Yes.
When you're in jail, your money's still your money, right?
Yeah.
And you can't use that in the jail?
I mean, you can.
Okay.
But.
So why are you rich in jail and not using that money for protection? Like, you protect yourself on the streets, right?
Yeah. Well,
why aren't you protecting yourself in the worst place on earth?
Yeah, well, apparently.
It's like Disneyland.
Okay.
The fuck?
This story I looked into a little bit, and according to Freeway Ricky, you know, who's tapped in with the prison system, Tory hit on this guy's girlfriend, right?
Why he was in jail?
Wait.
Okay.
Wait. Stay with me here. So this Mexican dude that's doing life for like killing some underage girl had like a girlfriend on the outside.
Okay.
And I guess during visiting day, Tory flirted with her, and the girl told the guy. So the guy was Mexican, Tory's black. Apparently the guy went to the black card and basically said what the situation was, and they said, okay, you have a green light to do it. So this guy ended up stabbing up Tory really badly. with the permission of the black inmates, because of what Tory did is considered just a real serious mistake in prison.
Now, I get it.
Yeah.
Tory Lane's rich, right? And he has rich friends, right?
Yes.
So that means your money should buy you protection from the blacks.
Protection from the Mexicans.
If it should buy you protection from the Hispanics.
Yes.
And buy protection from Hispanics. And the Chinese and the Asian community, you have enough money to buy every race so no one greenlights anything. I would think. Everyone needs commissary. I would commissary the whole fucking prison at this point. Like, Jesus Christ, there's no point of having money if you're fucking accessible to all the worst people on earth. In a sense, I'm buying inmates, I'm buying guards. Hey, warden.
I'll sing your girl a Valentine's Day song.
Hey, the warden, I see the car you came in here with. Buy him a Rolls Royce. Get him a Rolls Royce. The fuck
You
are
get
we
a Rolls
doing?
Royce. You get a Rolls Royce.
Like, what are we doing here?
Yeah, I feel you,
I'm
man.
not going to prison. I'm just going to go in there thinking I'm doing my time. No. I'm buying anything I can.
Well, listen, I had heard
Every CO in there is getting their care package. Care package. There's not gonna be no, like, I watch enough movies. There's not gonna be no I'm asleep and then I just hear my door open. No. I'm paying to keep that door closed all time. There's not gonna be no mistakes. There's gonna be a guard sitting outside my fucking cell.
Yeah.
Like, I'm paying top dollar.
Yeah, well, but then again...
No, that's still did again.
Then again, Tory spent his money frivolously. He spent a lot of money on his legal defense. His streams went down. Like, a lot of these guys, by the time they get in, they don't really have the money like that. Because there was rumors like Iggy Azalea was paying for his legal bills. Did you hear about this?
No.
Yeah. When Iggy and academics were going at it, he brought that up.
No,
He brought up that Iggy was paying for Tory's legal bills.
I'm friends with Drake. Hey, Drake, can you do me a favor? When I get out, hey, I'm yours. you own me.
You own me.
I'd rather be owned by you than owned by these.
OVOs tattooed on my forehead.
I'm not getting owned in here.
No, that's true. He does know Drake.
Yeah.
And Drake does say free Tory sometimes. Yeah, I don't know, man. I guess it's one of those things where you could buy protection and so forth, but sometimes people get angry and they just don't care. No, especially in places like this where it's like maybe he didn't even get the green light. Maybe his girl told him and he just snapped. And that was it. He grabbed a knife and was like, I'm going to kill this dude. Because think about it. If you're doing life in prison and you're a pedophile, your choice of women is somewhat slim, right? You don't really have the pick of the litter. And
he has a girlfriend.
Right? And he has a whole girlfriend on the outside. That's this dude's only lifeline. That's probably the only thing in life that he looks forward to. Maria's going to come see me every other Tuesday. And she gonna tell me some nice things and write me some letters in between, and I don't got nothing else in life going on, and this rapper singer from Canada is messing that up.
And it's so funny, the fact that the idea of it, like, you seen her talk to him.
Yeah.
And you decided you wanted to flirt with her. Like, why are you trying to have any of these type of problems?
But Tory's, like, all of his problems are stemming from a woman, right? He's in jail because of shooting a woman. He got stabbed for flirting with a woman. It's all has to do with women. Now, granted, a lot of our problems have to do with women, but Tory, I feel, takes it to a whole different level, right? A whole different space.
The last thing I'm going to be thinking about is flirting with someone in here's family.
Yes.
I'm not even going to push someone, hey, watch out, what are you doing? No, it's visiting, meaning they're here for someone in here.
The story gets a little fuzzy because the way Whack 100 explained it was, I guess Tory claimed that the girl flirted with him, so he went and told the guy. Then when the guy confronted the girl, she said, oh, no, it's the other way around. And, you don't quite know what happened. But regardless, just stay away from that person. Hi, bye. I don't know you. I'm cool. Yeah. Well, look, Diddy gonna sit in jail for a little while. There's a picture that came out, a court sketch, when he got his 50 months. This is what he looked like.
Oh, is that real?
Well, I mean, it's a sketch, but yeah, but by the sketch artist in court. So that's really what he looked like in court when that happened.
No, wait, no, that's real?
Yeah. That's the real court sketch.
No, come on, Vlad.
No, it's real.
No, Diddy's not doing that, dog.
No, Diddy did this. This was Diddy in court. There's no cameras in the courtroom, so the only thing that's allowed is a sketch artist. So this is it. This is Diddy. I don't know whether he's crying.
Is that confirmed?
Yes.
But that's from the verdict.
Oh, that's what it is? Okay, my bad. It's from the verdict.
Either way.
Okay, so when he got his verdict, okay, so he was happy. Oh, okay, never mind. I get it. Okay, so he was happy.
So
for
he
the
was
verdict.
happy, and
He was happy that he won everything except for the prostitution thing.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sure he was probably acting a little different when he got his 50 months. Like, goddamn, I'm not gonna do this booking.
Yeah, 50 months, man.
Yeah, I mean, look, I personally think he was overcharged, oversentenced. That's just my personal opinion.
My thing is, I like asking the two victims. Like, this is something you ask those men. Do you think this was too much time for what happened? Right?
They would say yes.
They would. Yeah. Then
I've interviewed 5 of them.
Then I want to ask Cassie and the other victim, which would be Joy.
Joy, I think she was forced. It didn't, like, for example, Joy, so Daphne Joy, the impression I got was she was forced to testify. She didn't want to throw him under the bus, but they forced her and probably was potentially charging her with the same thing as him unless she testified against him. But she didn't really throw him under the bus. She did talk about the abuse and so forth, but she kind of painted him in a relatively nice light. There's a third girl named Gina. She's like this Vietnamese girl who just disappeared during the trial. She showed up at the sentencing, and wrote a letter basically saying that he's a nice person and so forth. But yeah.
Do you think Cassie was basically, okay, then that all makes sense. We want your testimony or we're charging with the same thing.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
most likely she was probably bullied to testify.
You can be bullied to testify, but you could also testify a certain type of way. Right? You could say, well, yeah, that happened, but I was also with it most other times and so forth. It's not as bad as you're making it sound.
I can't.
No one forced her to write those letters. That's not bullying.
Maybe.
Oh, you think they actually
Maybe.
bullied her? Well, yeah, maybe you're right. No, you're right. No, I didn't really think about that, but yeah.
Let's just be honest. Nobody, she's not a public person.
Cassie?
Yeah, right?
She's absolutely public. Not
Outside
anymore,
is- no,
but historically, yes.
In the sense of since she's been with the new guy.
No, she hasn't.
So she hasn't been.
Well,
she's
she is
not-
on social media a bit, but not much. Yeah.
So would she go out of her way? See, it tells me this. The fact that she was willing to do this out of court and settle and get her pay and go, and most likely they would have probably had blackmail for a little bit of that. They would have had on her that she would have probably did some time as a, new mother and stuff like that. Do you think the deal was, we will charge you with this, and this is what you have to do? Because I don't see her going out of her way to just keep writing letters to keep getting bashed about it. So it just seems like whatever the deal was, it was.
I disagree. I actually feel that she hates him and wants him dead, and no amount of money is going to make her happy, unless he's like raped by gorillas and his body is dragged around town, and burned to a crisp, and the ashes, sprinkled over a nice meal that she eats at the end.
Did her interview sound like she hates him?
Yeah. Well, on the stand, she definitely sounded like she hated him.
Oh, she did?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Absolutely. And the letters sound like she hates him. And look,
I mean the letters because somebody else is writing that. But
maybe we don't know. We don't know that. We don't know that. We don't know that. And look, this was an embarrassment for the government because all of the feds technically won. All the main charges got thrown out, and the head prosecutor got fired right afterwards.
I'm sure.
That's Comey's daughter, the former head of the FBI. His daughter was the head prosecutor. It was all women. It was like a fully women, all women prosecution team.
And that's
with the
why
feds.
that's why they lost so bad, because they're looking at the video and they're using their, oh my God, this is so bad, not realizing these charges. Like,
we'll protect you, sister.
Yeah,
we got
like,
you.
You know,
Don't worry about all these facts. We'll make it look a certain type of way.
It's the spaghetti on the wall. You try to throw a whole bunch of stuff, see what sticks.
See what sticks. Yep.
I get it.
Yeah. Well, look, at the end of the day, Diddy will do his time. He'll get out. Hopefully he'll be okay while locked up. I'm sure he's got lots of fans in there. He'll have some level of protection, I'm sure, after seeing what happened with Tory. And we'll see if he actually stops doing freak offs, because I'm not sure if he will, because this was actually brought up in the trial that even after his homes were raided and there was a grand jury, he continued to have freak offs with Daphne Joy and Don the Dealer.
I mean, I'm pretty sure, because he didn't think he was going to jail for that. No one knows they're gonna go to jail for having fun. This is considered as fun. This is normal for him.
That's a good point.
Having threesomes, what's happening?
Yeah.
So
That's not illegal.
Like I'm pretty sure when he gets out, like shit, I don't want to go to jail for 2 years for having threesomes. I'm pretty sure a lot of men were like, yeah, you know what? Tell your friend to go home. Tell your friend to go home.
Get out of here, Jim. I ain't going to jail over you. You too, Freddie. Get out the closet.
Yeah,
Get out of here.
It ain't you and your friend look fine no more. It's 1v1 style now.
Oh my God, that is so crazy. Because one of the things that Diddy's lawyers brought up near the end, before he got sentenced, was that Diddy's the only man in jail in America for hiring male prostitutes.
I'm sure.
It's a very unique situation.
Wait, Vlad, there's not a lot of men out here who are buying male prostitutes.
Right, exactly. It's part of a
for
small
their
pool.
wives.
Part of a small pool of
for
people.
girlfriends and wives. I didn't know that was a thing.
You know something? I'm actually going to say this. I've never said this on camera before, so we're going to beep out what I say. We're going to beep out what I say, right? One of the male escorts that was doing threesomes with Diddy and Daphne Joy said that on a different occasion, he was hired by an A-list Hollywood celebrity to have sex with her while her husband watched. Do you know who that is? We're going to beep it out. We're going to beep it out so people won't know, but I'm going to get your actual reaction. You know who it is?
Are they married?
Yes. You ready for this?
I will hope it's Beyonce. No.
It's a name that everybody knows. You ready for this? Mm-hmm. I'm going to beep it out so people won't know, but I'm going to get your real reaction because you're going to hear the real name.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my God! Like hey!
Yeah.
Hey.
Right before
I want in.
Because he did her bachelorette party, and then she hired him afterwards to have sex with her while her husband watched. Before they got married. Now they have kids and everything.
Wow. Now, even knowing that, I was like, damn, Diddy. Wrong color.
And they're not getting charged, by the way.
Of course not. I mean, I just, that is, I didn't know that was a thing.
It's a thing. He said that all of his richest clients, so this is like this light-skinned dude, what was his name?
Sledgehammer, Donkey Kong, meat grinder.
No.
I don't know. It's just but what I'm saying is, Vlad, while you look that up, we all assumed that we were going to hear celebrity names, right? Like celebrities sleeping with celebrities. We didn't know we were going to hear names like Punisher and Sledgehammer. And,
well, one of the guys is Don the Dick Dealer.
Yeah,
that's his porn name.
I was like, was this fucking MySpace fucking 2021? These are our college emails that we had to change when we got adults. Like my name is I Make Panties Wet. So I would have been one of those. Hey, what was your name? I Make Panties Wet.
Rico Bozan. Rico Bozan. That's this guy right here, the light-skinned guy. This guy right here. Right. But yeah, he told me, and he said that all of his richest clients were all doing this. He said that he had this one client that and him and his wife was doing that. He would basically bang his wife in front of
Well,
him.
you might want to bleep that out, Vlad, because I'm pretty sure there's not that many.
Oh, yeah, right. We'll beat that part out. Good point. Good point. And there's probably only one of those guys. You're right. We'll beat that part out also.
It's just.
It's apparently, listen, it's not my thing. I can't even comprehend that.
Nah, it's. Like
I've had a couple threesomes. I had like 2 threesomes with like a male friend and a female where we were on either side. And both times I was like, I'm not really feeling this.
I'm trying to figure out as a successful man that has whatever he wants, and your wife is into sleeping with other men, and that's still your wife.
yeah. One of the guys broke it down to me. I forgot. It was one of the 2 escorts at the end. But he basically said how in these types of situations, the dude would have like a lot of girls himself on the side. So it'd be like, okay, all right. They'll have like a younger wife or whatever, but they have a lot of side chicks. So like, okay, listen, okay, you could fuck this guy, you know, whatever, this male stripper guy. And I'll be there the first time just to make sure it's okay. And then afterwards, you can have him for like a week while I go out and have a bunch of orgies with my side chicks. That's how this guy described it.
Okay, let's
Let's unpack that.
No, let's be humans here.
Right.
Let's put ourselves in that situation.
Yeah, I would put myself in that situation.
I'm having a whole bunch of girls.
Yes.
And then I have my wife. And then instead of me just leaving her, right? Like, I don't need you. I can just get more of you because I got more of you. I'm willing to let you do your thing. And I'm going to hire the expert at it. Fuck. The one person, the one group of people that's gonna do it better than me, right? I'm hiring the NBA of sex. Like, no. I'm gonna give you my cokehead friend. Yeah, because I know he can't get it up most of the times. So you're gonna be frustrated.
Come right back.
I'm not giving you Michael Jordan of sex. Come on, no. Let's just see. It's like, come on.
Well, like with Diddy, like, because some of these guys describe these freak offs, and he'd be like in the corner, like, be like, yeah, get it, King. Yeah, do it to her.
You know, like the second, third, fourth time, it was more so of like it was a hype mode. Like, you know, how many times you got Diddy in the back? Go ahead, King. Do it. You know, I'm like in my head, like, yeah. That's a shiny suit, man. Like, I'm about to go
Was he
off.
Harlem shaking while you were doing
like
your
Harlem
thing?
Shake,
Like-
you know, little Diddy bop.
Was he really doing that?
He's in the kitchen. He will dance. Like, he was in the kitchen like this.
So he's really Harlem shaking. Okay,
He was like,
I
all
got
right,
it.
King. You know, I'm like, all right. I don't think he remembered my name at that point. All right, King.
Then we said, I'm going to tap in. And he would tap in and kind of like hit it for a little while. All right, cool. Back to you.
So we'd be engaging, and he would be like, all right, King, like, I'm about to tap in right now. And then he would say, go over there. So I would go over there, and then he'd come over, and then they would engage in their own passionate intercourse, which wouldn't last too long. And then he'd be like, all right, I'm good. Come back over. And he'd go back over to where he was, and then I'd sit there and, yeah.
Tap me in, bro.
Yo, this one guy, right? One of the dudes described a situation where, like, they all said this, right? That basically when they first got introduced to the situation, right? Cassie would tell them, like, okay, listen, there's going to be another man here. Don't look at him. Don't talk to him. No eye contact. Pretend like he's not here, right? That was always the thing, right? So this one time, though, they were having, like, a freak off, and, like, Diddy was, like, getting head from Cassie, and, like, he was, like, hitting from the back. And he was like, yo, man, stop looking at me, right? He's like, man, I'll fuck you up. It turned into a whole, like argument right there.
Clayton kept on staring at Diddy in his face. So it was the two of them. Cassie is on all fours. Diddy's in front of her. She's blowing him. Clayton's behind her, you know, doing the doggy thing. I'm sitting on the couch like this is some BS. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I was in my feelings a little bit. I was like, I do not want to see this. But yeah, so all of a sudden, Diddy just comes out of nowhere And it's like, yo, motherfucker, if you don't stop staring at me in my face, I'm gonna fuck you up. And Clayton was like, I'm not even staring at you, bro. What you talking about? And Clayton doesn't know who this is yet. So he's getting like really aggressive back with Diddy. I have never seen a human being move from one side of a room to another side of a room so fast. Cassie literally teleported on some David Blaine shit, bro. When I tell you, she was in front of them, literally in between them, and in 1 second, she was all the way on the other side of the room. Literally, like, she was terrified that they was about to start fighting in front of her.
Okay, that takes away the other claim.
Which is?
That was said he was gay. Obviously, he can't be gay if you don't want people looking at him.
Well, I've asked every guy, and they've all pretty much said that they don't think he's gay. That they didn't really, he never tried to touch him. He, didn't try to get behind him.
Yeah, that didn't come out in a case.
Yeah.
And the fact that you
one
just
of the
said
guys, this one guy that's actually suing Cassie and Diddy did say, oh, he tried to put my butt in my face once or something. But it seemed like that was just part of like putting a little extra on it.
Mm-hmm.
I was this may have been 2016. They called me to Miami for Ultra Weekend. So I'm in the SLS hotel. I go meet them in this beautiful penthouse that overlooks the Miami beach. I walk in there, it was protocol when I walked in. I would have to strip down to my shimmies, put all my clothes in the corner. I think at this point they trusted me enough where they had stopped taking my clothes, but they would always take my phone so I couldn't record. But anyway, I'm walking around the street. I got like boxers on. I'm oiled up. So being in shape, I guess I look great to them. Cassie goes in the room to get ready. He's sitting on this piano because there was like a grand piano behind the entry doors to this suite. Passes me a joint. He and I are smoking a joint. And as he's talking to me, you know how you can tell someone wants to ask you something? He just keeps going, I said, what, man? So he was like, no, don't worry. But I said, what the fuck do you want? He says, yo, man, you like men in any way? I said, the fuck is that supposed to mean, dude? Are you fucking serious? I said, you're joking, right? And he just sat there with a straight face. I said, yo, this motherfucker done lost his mind. I said, why would I like men the way I be fucking your girlfriend? That's fucking retarded. Where are you? And I start cursing him out, Vlad. Like,
in general, all the guys I spoke to all said that they don't really think he's gay. He just likes to watch this live porn thing in front of him. And these things would go on for like 12, 13, 15 hours. These are like these drug-fueled, long sessions.
I'm just gonna ask the question because at this point we should all be like thinking, is she really happy with her husband?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Like there can't be no way unless he was one of them.
No, he
and
wasn't.
No one said anything.
He was not. No, that would have came up in court.
Because there's no.
Because Diddy actually hired him to be his own personal trainer and then hired him for Cassie, and then Cassie ended up getting with him.
Yeah, so, okay, now.
Here we go.
Now, it didn't come up in court because of Diddy didn't go on the stand.
No, he did not take the stand.
So we don't even know. If he's hiring people to sleep with her.
Yes.
And we know how aggressive she is, the odds of this aggressive woman and this guy who likes his girl to get banged up, in no aspect would this have been a thing. These two sleeping together while he watched.
But she was doing it behind his back. See, the thing is that I don't know if you noticed the whole Kid Cudi situation where he showed up at Kid Cudi's house and torched up his car, broke into his house, did something to his dog, whatever else. That was because she was sleeping with Cudi behind his back. He had put him in the studio together to work on some music, and then she started messing with him. And he like lost his shit, grabbed a gun, the whole thing.
But you don't know your girl? Like, just some things that I'd be having questions like, but the fact that she was getting 12, 13 hours long sessions, different men coming in there.
Yeah.
And he's just sitting there like, pussy is steel right here.
Steel vagina.
Yeah, leather puss. Right? This is leather puss. Made out of, was a Goodwill. Goodyear tire. It's that Goodyear tire breed.
Yeah, man. Well, he gonna do his time. He gonna get out. Probably get right back to it.
We shouldn't be making jokes of this, but I mean,
It's a little funny.
It is what it is because it came out.
It all came out.
You know,
Yeah.
you got to look at the bright side, and the bright side is, I'm pretty sure there would have been a long line of regular men that would have been signing up for the escort services if we knew we were gonna.
Yeah, if you got Cassie at the end.
If we know we were gonna get a Cassie and all these other celebrity girls, like what?
Sure, I do it for free.
My girl work at the movie theaters, bro. Shit, I can get that. So come on, and you're gonna pay me?
Right. Yeah.
What a fucking job.
None of the men felt taken advantage of. None of the men felt like they were trafficked, exploited, nothing. They all wanted to do it. They got paid well for
It's
it.
their job.
Yeah.
Yeah. And none of them were charged.
No, not a single one. Not a single one, right. So,
Wait.
Diddy gets charged with prostitution, but the prostitutes don't get charged with prostitution.
Yeah, I'm just saying. And they didn't have immunity either, right?
I think they did actually, yeah. Yeah, because the Punisher guy, the first guy they interviewed, they approached him and basically said, do what we say and do this, tell the truth, whatever else, or else we're going to charge you with some stuff. So he was forced to testify.
okay.
He was forced to take the stand. He did not want to take the stand.
So he was the only one?
There were two. There were two that I interviewed that took the stand, and yeah, and both times the situation was pretty much the same. The feds approached them and said.
And then the other three?
The other three were just guys that I found out about that approached me to do interviews or so forth.
Okay, so can they get charged?
I mean, technically yes.
Okay.
Technically yes, but no one's gotten charged. At this point, this case seems over. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, let's switch gears. Now, I know this is an active case, we can't really talk about it, but you end up getting arrested over federal gambling charges. And you're now out. You came out the same day. What is the status of that case?
I don't know. What the fuck
No
is
idea?
that? Like, I would just be honest here. The reason I came out is because I didn't really know what I was being charged with.
Okay.
Like, so me doing a celebration, that's just me doing a celebration. I didn't know what this was until I started reading.
Okay. But you do have an official charge right now.
Yeah.
Can you say what it is?
Conspiracy to gamble or conspiracy to do poker or illegal gambling, and then conspiracy of gambling, or it's one and the other. Like a conspiracy to do it, and then do it, which I don't, and then lying. Lying. I think something about lying. Conspiracy to lie. I don't know. Fucking know, man.
Okay. When you got arrested, how'd you feel?
It's funny.
Tell me, break down the actual arrest day. How did it happen? Do you have any idea what was coming?
No.
None at all.
No.
Your lawyer didn't give you a call. Say, hey man, listen, they approached me. They want you to turn yourself in. Some. No, they just came and arrested.
No, yeah, just 5 in the morning. It's about 6:30 in the morning. The funny thing is, I'm usually gone. I'm usually going to get coffee, right, and then I'm coming back to the house. So I didn't, I slept in a little bit. So hearing, loudspeaker, on 6:30 in the morning, I'm like, oh, what the fuck is going on? Oh, they probably getting the neighbors next door.
Oh shit, I'm the neighbor next door.
Because they're foreigners, so oh shit, shit went down.
ICE is coming.
And then then they started like saying the actual address. I'm like, maybe is that us? Like, oh shit! So I go on the balcony, I look, and then like there's fucking guns in him. Like, whoa!
They had guns aiming at you.
At the house, yeah.
Damn.
I'm kind of, it's like a lot of levels, right?
Yeah, no, I'm in your house.
Yeah. So I'm looking down, like oh shit, the fuck is all this, right? So, and then my wife's French, so she's thinking, oh shit, ICE. And I'm like,
okay.
yeah, like, oh, I thought you was legal.
That's why you married me.
Yeah. So she's like, okay, let me get dressed. So I'm like, okay, let me just go out there and like run interference because I don't want them breaking through the door, right? Even though it's a heavy door, but just no fucking break it. So I'm like, okay, you get dressed, and I'm like, hey, put your hands up, and then I hear like we have a warrant for your arrest. And I kind of like looked back to see if she was back there, and she wasn't. So then I'm going down, and then they start putting handcuffs on, and I'm like, no, I'm American. That's all I remember saying. No, I'm American. And then, because we thought it's ISIS. We thought it was ICE. So, they put me in there, and I'm just sitting there like where are we going? Start getting on the fucking freeway, like going downtown. Like, I don't want to go downtown. What the fuck go downtown for? Like, are you kidnapping me? I didn't know, and I didn't want to say anything, so I'm just trying to shut the fuck up. Mm-hmm. Then, eventually I'm seeing stuff. I'm seeing people, I'm in sales with people, don't know them, so I'm just like, what's going on? Like,
are they recognizing you in the jail cell? Like, hey man, aren't you Gilbert Arenas? Like, you're the tallest one in there.
I think one person had a bunch of tattoos. He said he was in there for like intervening ICE breakup or something like that. So, you know what I mean? So because he's the only one that spoke English, and he, so I'm like, okay, so I don't know what none of it is. Huh. And then I remember like I'm going out there in the courtroom, and then they asked me, do I know what the charges are? And I literally said no. And then my lawyer hit me, and I'm like, I don't fucking know. He just say yes. Oh, yeah. And then I get my bail, and then do that, and then I start reading.
Huh? How much is the bail?
$50K.
Okay. A chunk, but a chunk that you could afford.
10K? No.
10K?
Was it 50? Yeah.
10K.
I don't know what it was. My wife did it.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
An amount that you could
10K? 10K bill? Does that sound about right?
It really depends on the person and the amount of money they have.
Yeah.
And how serious the charge is. So 10K, 50K, sounds like they're not worried about you running away, basically. It's like, okay, just give them something.
Yeah.
Have them pay something. Okay. So you get out, and now you're basically awaiting the whole situation.
Yeah, we were supposed to go in September, which I was ready for.
Yeah? They pushed it back?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, after you get arrested, Kwame Brown starts celebrating. Now, this is something that you guys have been doing for a while now. I thought that was nasty. At the end of the day, you could not like someone, but celebrating them that they're potentially going to prison, that takes it to a different level.
And I know, and his whole family has just been in prison, and I've never celebrated.
Yeah. Didn't you bring up his brother or something, or?
Yeah, brothers.
Brothers?
Yeah, it's a long line of them.
Doing what?
Jail time for even worse crimes, the ones you don't want to be in trouble for.
Having to do with underage?
Yeah.
That type of thing.
Yeah. Out there celebrating, brother. You should be the last one to celebrate.
That is a glass house right there. Yeah. That is a glass house.
But I kind of shut his YouTube down for a little bit, put him in.
Oh, you got his YouTube shut down?
Yeah, I put him in YouTube jail, struck him a couple times, and stop, okay. Then he apologized, and then we done moved on.
Wait, he apologized?
Of course, like always. He always begs when, like, he wants my attention, and then when I give it to him, he then gets mad, and then it's a fun cat and mouse game, right? It's like I love being the only reason you have views.
Okay.
That's how I look at it. Like that one video did more numbers. That was the biggest video he had done since last year when he bashed Bronny James.
Okay. Now, look, when I look at situations like this, and I really realized this after watching the Vince McMahon documentary, that at the end of the day, it's all business, right? Vince was a master of people turning against him, suing him, winning, and then bringing him right back on WWE and turning it into a storyline and making more money and paying them and whatever. Life goes on. I've definitely squashed a bunch of beef with people over the years with that mentality. Me and Lord Jamar have been going at it for 5 years now. He's a regular on my show again. Can you and Kwame see, squashing your past differences and actually bringing him on Gil's Arena?
There's no beef. Like there's no beef.
There is a public back and forth.
No. See, when I say there's no beef, the beef has to already have existed. But the fact that it's manufactured, like you made it up. Like the reason you went at me the first time, it was made up, right? You made up that I had your bench. You made up I did this. That was all made up for clicks and views.
Huh.
Now, what came from that is this back and forth. Because I'm going to defend myself and go at you and show you that you're lying. And then from there, it's just that. But if you ask him, what is your beef about? It'd be something today because the stuff that he used didn't work. So we don't have a beef. We just have somebody who lied to get views. Like, you know, I mean, you had people that really came in and say, Allen Iverson came in and said, yo, can y'all squash the beef? And I said, I don't have beef with him.
Oh, even Allen said that.
Yeah,
Okay.
I just respond to when he wants to get out of line. Like, I let a bunch of stuff go, and then I strike him, spank him on his little booty, you know, show him what's up.
No Diddy.
And then Diddy style. What you looking at me for? Nah, so I stopped, and then, you know, he does this, right? So, but for the most part, I don't want to, there's no ill will. Like, if he wants to come on and do a show, you know, as long as you come into work and being a professional, I can care less.
I think it'd make for good television, honestly. Having you guys actually sit down at your spot with your crew around, you know, your co-host, not your crew, like, you know, I almost want to threaten them or whatever. But I'm just saying, or maybe just the two of you sit down together on camera.
To talk about why he lies so much.
Maybe, just address all the various stuff.
Yeah.
Look, I mean, another one, Gloria Velez. She was doing a show, you know, on my channel at one point, and then she like got mad at me and just started talking a bunch of shit about me on the internet and refused to take my phone calls. But a couple months ago, she called me up, she apologized, and you know, she's promoting a new book, so I brought her on the show, and we talked about the book, and we talked about our falling out. And, you know, she once again apologized publicly and said, you know, I'm really sorry, I should have just talked to you. You know, I just was going through a bunch of personal stuff, and I spazzed out and so forth. So, I don't know. For me, stuff like this makes for good content and also shows maturity all around.
Yeah, but we've squashed the beef 10 times.
And then he just goes back to it?
Something I do, he's back at it, right? It's just,
And that's the problem. Like, you know, you have a conversation with someone like a man, you think you worked it out, then they go back to being
I just look
who
at
they
it
were
like,
before. Yeah, okay, I
it's
get
content.
it. No, I get it.
You know, when he sees an opportunity to get his numbers up, he does it. And then I just feel obligated to help him. Okay. Let's do this.
Let's do this.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Can I ask you something, Vlad?
Go ahead.
You live in Hollywood.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
You've heard of poker games.
Yeah.
Right? This other group, right? What was they? Israelis and Russians? Mm-hmm. Would they have someone like me in their group?
Depends. I'm just being honest.
Oh,
Sometimes money just talks.
As a gambler, wouldn't I be a target at a poker table or a partner?
Probably a target.
Okay.
Yeah. Because the people that are being charged are actually like Israelis, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
I will be a target. I will be the guy with the money.
You'd be the mark.
Yeah, I'm the mark at a table.
Yeah.
Hence why I don't know him, because I've never been to one of their games. I don't play poker like that.
Yeah.
Like it's weird. Like it's a weird one for me, because I'm wondering if is there defamation? Because how you're making it seem, I don't think that's fair. You can't use my name to put a case out there with these type of claims. Like at the end of this, I should be able to sue for defamation.
Yeah. I mean, if you can show damages, absolutely.
Yeah, I just don't like the idea that you, like, whatever your evidence is, you fucking know that I don't know these people. You know there's no text messages, any of that shit. Yeah. You know that. You know you know there was a raid, had nothing to do with me. I don't know nothing. They don't know me. And the fuck that you're using my name like this, that's unfair.
I agree.
But it is the government. Right? It is the government.
Depends.
Yeah, they can do what the fuck they want to do.
United States of America versus Gilbert Arenas.
You know what's so funny?
That's on the paperwork, right?
Not yet.
Just like that.
Yeah. No, so look, this is the
funniest
funniest thing. My boy was telling me something, and he was like, yo, you got to stop trolling. And I said this: I only troll when I know I'm innocent. If I know there's no way I've done anything, I'm gonna troll the fuck out you because it doesn't matter. And he said this. He said, when you're guilty, you need a lawyer. When you're innocent, you really need a fucking lawyer.
Huh.
And I was like,
yeah.
the fuck does that mean? He was like, you aggravate people, right? When you feel you have something, when you're at the top, and you feel that they don't have nothing on you if you didn't do nothing, so you're gonna aggravate them, which means it's not about your case. It wouldn't be about your case. It'd be about you personally.
Yeah,
Why would you want the government after you personally?
Right, turns into ego.
Yeah, they're gonna go for you on other things and I'm like, oh shit, I didn't even think about it like that, and that's what made me stop.
Yeah.
Like, hey, listen, if you want them, fine. I'll just use my name.
Yeah.
If you need to use my
Right.
name to do whatever you got to do, cool. I
Right.
just don't like the ideal of that.
Right. And you've said that you're going to cooperate with whatever information you have. You're willing to
I
cooperate.
said that because I don't have none.
Yeah.
It's like I don't know. Like, it's just one of those things. Like, what's so funny? If you ask the poker community, the one thing that they do know is Gilbert Arenas has never thrown a poker game.
There you have it.
I've never thrown a poker game. The ideal of it just seems stupid to me. You give out a whole bunch of markers. These broke people owe you money. Now what you got to go do? Chase them? The fuck do I look like? Chasing somebody for money. No, I just go there. I fucking play, lose my money, get the fuck on.
There you go.
That's it. I'm the mark. I'm the fish there.
You're the fish.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about the NBA for a second. According to betonline.ag, the NBA Finals odds are Thunder plus 220,
Wow.
Cavs 650, Nuggets 700, Knicks 850, and the Rockets and Lakers are a tie at plus 1400.
Okay.
Do you agree with these odds?
No, I don't think the Cleveland's a good team, but you're not better than the Lakers with Luka and LeBron James. Shit, just Luka by himself is a game changer. Like, being regular season good is very different from being playoff good. Even when you think about like the Thunder, right? The Thunder kind of struggled in that playoff series. Mm-hmm. They didn't play well at all. If you played against the Boston Celtics, you can fuck around and say that would have been 3-1, a 4-1 series, Boston. Where's Denver?
The Nuggets are number 3, plus
Okay,
700.
Denver.
Just slightly below the Caps, just barely.
I don't think
650 to 700.
New York, yeah.
Knicks are after that at 850. And then the Rockets and Lakers are tied.
Lakers
at
would be
1400.
there because of the veteran, and you do have solid basketball play who, like, on bad days, like a bad Luka day is a 25, 6, and 7. That's a bad Luka day, right? So the fact that that's his bad stats, and last year what he averaged is his fat stats, right? That's the type of person you have going into the playoffs where they celebrate him when he averaged 28, 9 and 9 as a great defensive stop. Mm-hmm. So if that's what you have in the playoff, those type of games, add that with LeBron, you know, you gotta push them up a little bit. But the way chess is, this could be not Boston, but you got Cleveland. When it comes to New York and Cleveland, you know, one of those two are going to be in a championship. The East is very weak, and those are the two strongest teams. You can probably throw the Bucks in there, but those are going to be the 3 teams. On the West, everybody and their mamas over there, right? So you're talking about a loaded West where they're going to beat each other up. Right, you're talking about every series is going to be a battle. You're talking about the Lakers or Golden State can be an 8th seed playing against the Thunder and a Denver at the 2 seed, right? Those are the matchups. So when you're talking about getting to the championship, the East road is very easy compared to the West. So the East could win just because the West will be tired by the time they get there.
Why do you think the Warriors are so low? Like, most of the stats I checked, they're like number 10, 9, 11, something like that.
Because you have OKC, you have the Denver, you have the Lakers with 2 superstars, you have Dallas, right? It's just so packed there. Even though you got Steph and, you just got Steph and, Jimmy who plays they're dangerous because you got Steph, right? But they're not dangerous in a loaded West.
Okay.
But they can do damage. They can mess up somebody's, series. But to win it all, a lot of people gotta you're talking about series after series. Someone has to go down.
Okay. Now, according to betonline.ag, the MVP odds. SGA, of course, is number 1 at 150. But then Luka's 2.
Yeah.
Jokic is 3 at plus 325. So Luka's 300, Jokic is 325. So they're really, really close. It's damn near the same number. Giannis is plus 1,200. Wemby and Giannis are actually tied at 1,200, and Anthony Edwards is 2,000, plus 2,000. I feel like Anthony Edwards is a little bit low.
Yeah, it's the upside of what he can do and his team success. If they become top seed, then he'll probably get it. Luka's upside to where they fell last year, and his story from last year to this year, and then if he comes out averaging 33 and doing what he does, he will be favored over SGA. So it'd be harder for SGA to repeat because what stats can he have and be number 1 again? Like if he's number 1 again and have the same stats, they're not gonna give it to him, right? So he's gonna have to up his stats and be number 1 to get that because he beat someone who had a triple double. Now, if Jokic has a triple double and they're number 1, he gets it.
Right now, October 4th, 2025, who do you think is the face of the NBA?
The face of the NBA.
Face of the NBA.
Will still be LeBron and Curry.
Okay.
Right? Those two are the face of the NBA.
So
right?
none of the new guys.
No.
Huh. Okay.
So basically, the NBA is searching for the new face of the NBA, and you were trying to give it to Anthony Edwards, but I think his outside noise,
The whole baby mama.
yeah, she's fucking it up for him.
This is a little baby's baby mother, who he also has a baby with.
Yeah,
there was a rumor that he gave her $1 million up front, but I heard that was a fake rumor.
That's fake.
That's fake.
Yeah. It would be dumb too because that's not how child support works.
Well, no, it does work that way.
It doesn't work that way.
It could work that way.
It can't.
What do you mean?
Because once you go through child support court, you don't own your child. The courts own your child. So if you paid her $1 million and then she went out there and blew it and then went to court and say, I don't have any child support, the courts don't care about your agreement because they're protecting the child.
Wait. No. Hold on.
Yes.
Hold on. No, I remember the comedian Earthquake was here, right? And he talked about how he always overpaid his child support. So he ultimately prepaid it early. So by the time the kid was like 16 or something, he was done. And she comes, I don't have enough money. Well, that's your problem. You spent your money early. So what I'm saying is, let's just say
file. She probably.
I think she did file. Yeah, she did file.
And she probably got something.
Yeah. No, but what I'm saying is, let's just say, okay. Let's just say that for whatever reason, you work out the child support situation, and based on his current salary, the 18 years adds up to $1 million. Let's just say it does. He says, cool, here's $1 million, I'm done.
And she spends that tomorrow. She goes back and files. They're going to award her child support.
Although he's prepaid all 18 years.
Because the courts only care about the child's well-being. They're not going to let a child suffer.
Because the mom was stupid.
So even if you paid $1 million up front for your current, and then he gets a bigger contract, she can go back and file again. Just like
this is true. Yeah,
just like you can reduce it.
No, you're right.
When
Yeah,
your child
that's
support.
true. That's true.
I went through that and I was thinking, okay, I can just pay up front. And then that's like, no, because they can just spend the money or whatever, because you don't own the rights anymore.
Okay, so let's just say...
I know here in California that's how it is. You don't own the rights.
Okay, so let's just say you've been paying 18 years of child support, and you just say, I'm going to prepay the final year so I don't have to do monthly payments. And she spends that money the first month, she could still get 11 more months? Does that make any sort of sense to you?
They can't get 11 more months, but it's going to be some type of, they'll probably penalize her and say, the child must go with him, you're unfit.
Okay.
Right, because it's all about like the child's well-being, right? So they don't care about, your what's the name. But that is his. And then you got LaMelo Ball, right? He's done tattooed himself to the point where, they're not going to put you on these American Express ads unless you're willing to cover yourself up, right?
Well, I mean, but LeBron is pretty tatted.
But think about early LeBron when they were putting him on stuff, Sprite, all this stuff. They put him in suits.
Okay, but now his whole body is pretty much tatted.
Yeah, but
pretty much the same as LaMelo if you really think about it.
But when he does ad works for Hublot and all that stuff, he's covered.
So put a suit on LaMelo.
Yeah, but that's what I said. He's got to be willing to put suits on and stuff to cover.
Yeah.
So you have him, then the face of the NBA, and who the NBA was pushing was Ja.
Yeah, but then the whole gun thing happened.
Yeah, but he is the only person that I can see that can come out of it because there's really no victim.
True.
Right? So he's easier to forgive because it's just him, right? He's more fun-loving to the kids than anybody, right? He has the kids' culture. This new shoe that's coming out, that's going to be banger for him, right? So he's going to be the number one Nike selling shoe outside of LeBron probably. And, so he is the one that they really want, especially because he's the only Nike one.
That's true.
Nike runs the NBA. Nike runs Olympics. That's Nike. Ja Morant is Nike. So he is the one that they will want. And then you have Wemby, who is the cleanest. Jason Tatum, he's with Jordan Brand, but he got hurt.
Yeah.
SGA's making a name for himself.
Yeah. And I see what you're saying. I mean, Kevin Durant obviously has a popular shoe, but he's also older and kind of...
Yeah, those are older guys. So right now they're trying to figure out who
yeah.
this new... and it's going to be probably... They're going to try to throw Cooper... If Cooper Flag has a 17, 8, and 6 season, he's going to be pushed. He's going to be elevated up.
Well, yeah. I mean, the Mavericks got Cooper Flag's the number 1 draft pick. Think that's a good match?
I mean, I like it for him. Going to a winning situation, learn. It's safe. It's safe for him. He don't have to carry the, he don't have to carry a franchise on his back until he's ready to do it. So it's kind of like when Tim Duncan came into Spurs, you already had stars. You just plug and play, and then when it's time for you to just take over, boom, you're ready. Even though Tim came in as a superstar.
Yeah. So Kevin Durant got traded from Phoenix and went to the Rockets in exchange for Dylan Brooks, Jalen Green, and future draft picks.
Yeah.
And now, I mean, the Rockets are in the mix somewhere. I mean, they're right there with the Lakers, according to the odds. No, not really.
That attests to how great KD is. That you can put him on a team and it heightens their chances of winning a championship. But when you look at the team, it's I don't want to say this because OKC just wanted being young, even though the players that are playing that they needed were pretty older, right? You're talking about Shea, you're talking about Hartenstein, you're talking about Caruso, right? You're talking about Ludor, right? Those guys was older, like Jalen Williams, right? The second best player, 23. When you're talking about Houston, their core is very young. Like they don't know their game yet. Like Sengun don't know what he is yet. He don't know if he's Jokic or who he is as himself. So he hasn't found his identity yet. So he's still trying to figure out what is his game? What is his go-to move? How should he dominate this league? So he's still trying to find that out. Then you have A-Man, right, who is, the superstar of that team. He's still trying to figure out what he really is. He hasn't maximized his full engine yet. So these guys are still trying to figure out what they are while having Kevin Durant. So there's going to be so many mistakes that they're going to make throughout a series and a season that I don't think it'll be this year for them.
Do you know the last time that the Rockets won a championship?
95?
Yep.
Yeah,
It's been 30 years.
When Jordan was out.
Yeah.
I mean, lucky for them. At least they can make that claim. Fucking, you know, it was hard for anybody to make that claim in the 90s. The only people who won in the 90s is when Jordan retired.
Well, you mentioned Jalen Green. Him and Dre got into it. You saw that video?
No.
Of them arguing? Mm-hmm. She's like trying to like push him, and they're trying to like get a person between them and so forth. The age difference between these two is interesting, and you and Dre have a history, let's say.
But I don't know. I plead the fifth.
I mean, do you think that, because you mentioned Anthony Edwards and like the drama messing up his standing in the NBA. Do you think that Jalen Green messing with Drea and getting to these public arguments, the big age difference, her history and so forth, do you think that affects his standing in the NBA?
No, I mean, listen, arguing in public in a relationship, it happens, right? It's the consistency of it, and there's no consistency of this.
Okay.
Right? With Anthony Edwards, there's consistency. It's fucking every other week, right? That this person is bringing your name into a negative light. So it's think about being a company, right, and investing and putting your money into a product, right? The product has to be safe. Jalen Green, his situation is safer than Anthony Edwards at this moment in time.
Well, what about PJ Washington? The whole Brittany Renner situation. Did you see that video?
Yeah.
That was bad, man. And I've interviewed, matter of fact, I was the first person to ever interview Brittany Renner. Mm-hmm. She was messing with Colin Kaepernick back in the day.
Okay.
Right? She didn't deny or, accept, but whatever. But she played this crazy toxic voicemail of her like screaming at him, while they were like going through a separation. And then at the point of him picking up his kid, her and her mom did this whole screaming thing. His wife was in the car.
Yeah.
He was like, suck my dick. And she's like, I would if you had one or something. Like just a bunch of childish.
Yeah, he got a kid from it, so he must have one. His child support says he has one.
Yeah. And it was recently announced that she's getting $5,500 in child support. Mm-hmm. She wants, I think, $35,000. Yeah, I think his wife was like laughing in emojis or whatever else.
You should have. That recording video is what did it.
What do you mean?
Women don't realize you're not getting your child support because of a computer AI. It's another human being that's dictating this.
Huh.
So when you're going in front of a court and you're going in front of a woman judge and this is the behavior that they're seeing, right? To you, being emotional at that moment in time, you think what you're doing is helping you, right? I'm gonna show the courts that he cries when you come. Okay, what 2-year-old boy wouldn't cry if he sees his father once a week, right? He got 2 women right here feeding him, treating him like a prince, right? He wants ice cream. Here you go. Yeah, pick me up. Yeah, so you start doing this. Oh, your dad's coming. And then obviously he starts crying and you record it and blah, blah, blah. And, that's normal, right? That's what that age does. It doesn't want to leave the comfort of its own home.
Right.
Right? I'm pretty sure he's not spending the whole weekend crying. So the fact that that's what you're doing, but you're saying that you are a parent, a proud parent, you're trying to make it work. Like, this is not the 90s or early 2000s, shit, not even 2015. The judges now, they want co-parenting.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
They're leaning toward co-parenting. So whoever seems less of the evil, they're gonna go with that. So you're doing this recording, shouting, matching. They look at you because you're the primary parent. So the primary parent is pulling out a phone, threatening, aggravating, challenging, with your mother doing the same thing. You look irresponsible.
True.
Right? You are the primary. You're supposed to be the foundation of the child. So the fact that this is how you behave, they're not gonna side with you. That woman judge is not gonna side with you. That man judge, 1,000%. He has a kid. And then he has a son. That son probably knows PJ. He probably is a sports fan. He probably knows PJ. So you're going against the elements of him being a celebrity, and that's what you want to look like in court. You want to look like the person who's trying their best. Your Honor, I call him every day. We do this. We try to see him. We FaceTime. He don't want to FaceTime. He never shows up. He does this. Now you have someone that's looking at him like, you're too good for your child. But these women now are doing the opposite because they have this playbook. That playbook is dead. That playbook is dead. If you want your $35,000, look what the courts gave you, $5,500 off of this contract. That's what the judge gave you.
His contract was $14 million.
So they gave you 50. The court system gave you that.
Okay,
so
wait.
More.
But hold on a sec. Doesn't it get capped? Isn't $5,500 per child a cap? No?
Not in California. That's
Okay.
That's Orlando.
Oh, okay.
That's a Florida rule.
That's a Florida rule.
Like,
okay.
yeah, there's different states. But like California is just a decimal master. You put this number in there, it spits out a number. So most likely she makes too much money on her side. So that means if they put their money in and they ran through her accounts, they probably showed that she has a lot of money, or a lot of money has went through her account that shows that she doesn't need whatever she's asking for. But again, if you want money from the father, it's better to attract bees with honey, not vinegar. So you want to bash the person, then you expect this person to actually want to give you something, and then you use the child. Won't you do it for your child? Well, he's 2. He don't deserve. He don't need $35,000. If he needs $35,000, he can come over here. He can come over here. We're doing it big, baby. We're doing it big over here, right? Right. So
come to the mansion.
If you can afford it, bring them over here.
No problem.
Right? And that's the reality of it. The reality of it is this: if you give the child to him, he doesn't need anything from you. Nothing from you.
Yeah.
If you have it, you need his support. So because that's the logic of it, you need his support, means you need to have a different approach.
True.
This aggressive approach of, I want my money and I'm going to get it by any means necessary, then you're going to fight through the legal system and you're never going to get what you want, because it's like trying to pull from the bank with guards there. But if you was nice, hey, the nice baby mamas always get everything.
This is true.
And they don't, like, they haven't realized that. The ones that shut up, chill out, hey, your daughter wants to say hi, your son wants to say hi, hey, your dad's on the phone, hey, your dad, those, have you noticed they got the nice cars? They got the nice houses, right? They're not struggling for shit.
Right.
It's the ones that think they're entitled because they have
a baby with a rich guy.
the baby with the rich guy and they want to be the evil one. And you know what I mean? I don't know it personally. I'm just looking at the video, but 90 million, if you want your child to have a little bit of that, right? You might want to just be nice. It's because he has custody, he gets custody, so that means this child is going to be in that situation, like it or not. So you might as well make that situation good on both sides.
Yeah.
Because it is a boy.
It is a boy.
And the boys always what? Want to be what?
Like their dad.
Like their dad at some point.
Yeah.
And that's just...
Yeah. And look, we'll play the video of this whole situation on the screen because it was a little bit sad seeing it.
This is what we're not doing. So every time that he does this, I'm going to record this.
I didn't hear you say it again.
Suck my
If you had one, maybe I would.
Hey,
Get your ass out my driveway, ho.
You don't pay for shit.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
I didn't like it at all. And look, I don't know Brittany like that. We have done 2 interviews. We've talked on the phone about possibly doing some other stuff. We don't have any sort of personal relationship or friendship or whatever else. But from the outside looking in, look, pretty girl, IG model, whatever. She started messing with a guy that looks like she liked. She got pregnant, decided to keep it. It didn't work out. You're still young. You're still attractive. Other guys are interested in you. Remember, she was dating Kevin Gates. She did the whole Muslim thing.
Like, what's so funny is her personality, from just online personality, and listening to interviews, she doesn't look like the video showed her.
No. Although,
Like, you know what I mean? We know, we can look at someone's personality and be like, yeah, you're gonna be a toxic one. You're gonna be throw rocks through windows type of.
Yeah, no, I picked up on that toxicity. I picked up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I picked up on it because I think with Brittany, I think the frustration is coming from just not knowing where she's going. I think it's just the uncertainty of it. And for me, on a human level, uncertainty causes me the most amount of stress. When I just don't really know where I'm going or what I'm doing or what I'm working towards on a daily basis. Okay, well, I got this baby with this NBA player, so I'm going to be set for life. Okay, that didn't work out. Okay, well, I'm going to go Muslim. Okay, that didn't work out. Okay, well, now I'm celibate and I'm not doing the sexy thing anymore. Okay, that didn't work out. I'm going to go back to showing my ass again and doing Fashion Nova ads. Okay, that's kind of working out, but then I have these problems over here still. And, you know, and he got remarried, so I'm mad about that. And
because in theory, you get remarried, I don't have no control. I can't do what I want to do, and hey, your child, like it be because now you have someone that's gonna be blocking all those.
Yeah.
Like, you know, if you be like, yo, yeah, can you give me just an extra 5,000? He just hit a game winner. Yeah, cool.
the wife is like, nope.
Yeah, like this.
No,
like, what the
you
fuck
don't
you
know
doing?
that.
Yeah,
You don't know that.
You know, but
Yeah, I never even think about that. Yeah, I didn't even thought about that. It's really, I guess, yeah, you have the gatekeeping wife that's coming in and probably causing you more problems than what you had before. Because to him, what's 5,000?
Yeah,
Nothing.
And that's the
Nothing.
problem. The courts gave you 555, and that's because of just logistics of everything that they show. If you want more from him, even today, your asset is what? What you're trying to hold on to.
The child.
The child.
Yes.
Why don't you want him to be a father?
True.
That's the question you got to ask some of these women. What is the problem with him being a father? Oh, because I don't get as much money.
Yeah.
Right, legally.
Yeah.
Well,
So I need more custody.
Maybe that's the deal you want to make with him. Maybe you say, hey, I know you want to be a father. You're a good father. I know you want him to come to your games like every other fucking child. How about this? Let's do a deal. Give me a flat rate of 10, 15,000, and he can come over once a week. You don't have to worry about me.
Whenever
you want. You don't have to worry about shit. If you want to keep him for 2 months and whatever, just let me FaceTime here and there.
Yeah.
That nigga be like, yes, yeah, cool. I got my little man, right? That's how that would work.
Yeah. And you know what's crazy? I thought about this recently. I interviewed Eddie Curry, right? The former NBA player. And he told me a crazy story. You could probably relate to this a little bit. He had a high school sweetheart. He got married out of the league. She got pregnant, had a baby, but it didn't work out. They got divorced shortly afterwards. But for 18 years, he was paying child support, paying for school, clothes, writing checks, everything else like that. Right before the kid turns 18, she takes him to court and says, I never got any child support. He said, what are you talking about? I got this. I got receipts, blah, blah, blah. The court said, none of this was actually registered as child support, so this is all considered gifts. You now owe 18 years of back child support. And he had to pay.
Is it New York or is it Chicago? Probably.
Chicago, I think. Yeah. I think Chicago. Because, yeah, this is his high school sweetheart. He was from Chicago, right?
Did she file for child support?
I think after the fact, at the very end. I think she never filed up until the end, and then she filed for back child support. And since there's nothing actually stating child support and so forth.
Okay, but that would be that. And he had a lawyer?
Of course he had a lawyer, yeah. He didn't just represent himself.
Because how can she prove that he broke up to owe back child support?
I think he got remarried.
And she used those dates?
Not sure.
Because
I don't know about the exact details.
Because in theory, if we were single and I wasn't married, how do you know I just didn't break up with her yesterday?
Well, you still owe child support, whether you're single or married or whatever.
I can't owe child support for a child we together. You can't owe me back child support. If we're together for 17 years, living in, you know what I mean? And then we break up tomorrow, I can't owe you back child support for a child that's been living with me.
Well, they weren't living together.
Yeah.
They definitely were not living together.
Well, I was smart enough. I don't know. To be honest, I can't take credit for it because I don't remember where I got it from. What kind of saved me was all the money I gave my ex, I always put it as child support.
Exactly. And if he had done that, if on the check it said child support, he would have been good.
Yeah, I always did. I don't know where I got it from, but just always, even when we were dating, everything I've ever gave her, I said child support.
Huh. Okay.
I don't know where I got it from, so I can't even take credit, but that's what one thing that kind of helped me. So all you fellas out there, moving forward, all you NBA players out there, baseball, any celebrity that has money, even allowances to your girlfriend that has a bit
Child support. There you go. Everyone was watching. We just saved y'all a lot of money just now.
Right, it is child support. So one, it doesn't go under the gift tax, right? It doesn't fall under gift tax, and it gives credit to you for something that happens. You've already established a bottom line number that she lives on.
Well, they say the Clippers are giving up on Kawhi Leonard. They're also investigating the Clippers because they said that Kawhi was paid $28 million for a no-show job with the Clippers as a way to get around the salary cap.
Okay.
So what do you think is going to happen?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Nothing.
Why is that?
Just let's be honest. To get around a salary cap in a business where you're capping off million and billionaires from spending money that they want to spend. I want to pay you, but I can't because these broke ones are complaining. So I got to figure out how to get you to this team. You think he will be the only one guilty of it? Right? The commissioner works for the owners. So how many of these other owners will be guilty of the same thing? So if you investigate this one, then that means you're going to have to open up investigations for all of them. And at the end of the day, they pay you your salary. So you're not going to find anything. Don't tell me how to spend my money, right? That's really what it is. It's I want to pay him. That's why I got to do all these jumping through the hoop shits to give him $28 million because that's what I think he's worth. Right? The salary cap it's a way to try to put us on the same playing field. It's not like they want to be on it. Like if you're talking about Bomber, right? Was it 15, 20 billion? Shit, that might be, I might be like lowering his pockets. He might be up there somewhere, like whatever his billions are, right? Whoever the lowest is in the NBA, obviously they're not on the same platform. He can't compete with this. So that means he wants to put in rules. So he can't just buy up everybody. And that's where the salary cap comes in. It comes in because the smaller guys don't want the bigger guys just bullying them for the players. Oh, you can only pay $100 million? I can give them $2 million. Come on over here. Right? That's what happened.
Yeah.
Right? We're talking about how you think Dallas Cowboys and San Francisco 49ers in the early 90s was just getting all the players. The Giants, right? Not the Giants, but the Yankees. Right? The Dodgers, right? There's a reason that the talent sits in certain places because through those rules, they can still bully. Now, if there was no rules, there wouldn't be no other teams winning nothing because they're just going to buy up all the talent. And so you try to put some type of guideline in, and that's what it is. It's the salary cap. So nothing's going to happen.
Well, let's switch gears for a second. Let's talk about the NFL. And you actually have a new show with Skip Bayless. So you rebranded Gil's Arena to The Athletic?
No.
No?
No, yeah, technically. So, okay, so what was the idea is the idea was trying to build a network, right? And putting other shows under the network. So when you're talking about programming, going to like Amazon, going to Netflix, because Netflix is working on lives, You're talking about Amazon, Peacock. You're talking about bringing programming. So it's like, all right, we have Gil's Arena. All right, we need a football show, probably a baseball show. And the one thing you don't want to do is start a whole new YouTube channel.
True.
So I'm like, fuck it, just put them on here.
Okay.
Just say this is going to be the arena, right? Because Gil's Arena is the name of the channel. Then we have Gridiron. You see, it kind of seems weird to have another show under a real show's page, right? It's like having a signature shoe, but you're under Jordan.
Right.
Jordan's a human,
Yeah.
right? So you lose your name to Jordan.
Yeah, nobody has a hot Jordan shoe.
Yeah, because it's
still
Jordan, right?
It just looks like what they call a Mexican Jordan at that point.
Yeah, it's just Team Jordan. Like, no, these are Mellows. Yeah, Team Jordan.
It was crazy, right? Because I had just as a side note, I had Lord Jamar on my show, right? And he wore some like Team Jordans. And for the first time in my life, hundreds of comments. Mexican Jordans. He got on the Miguel Jordans. He got
The Juan Julios. Yeah,
the Juan Julios.
Yeah. But that's true, because no matter if you're Mello, if you're Tatum,
You're right. The Mellows are Mexican Jordans, right?
that logo is Jordan. That's that nigga right there. We know who that is. So that was the thought of it. So it's like, okay, we're gonna brand the channel as The Arena. The Arena is the network, and then in the network you got Gridiron, football show, and then you got Gil's Arena, and then whatever shows come after. That was the thought of it. Don't know if it's right or wrong yet, right? Because basketball season's coming out and Gil's Arena's coming back.
Yeah. And I'd actually run into Skip. Okay. I actually want to get him on the show. I think it'd be a cool little...
I got you. I'll hook it up.
Cool. That's what it is. Did you ever talk to Skip about the fallout with Shannon Sharp?
No.
No? That was never brought up in person on the show?
Okay, so basically what me and Skip did is we golfed, and we beautiful golf course, was it Burmar? The one that's in West Hollywood, or
Okay.
whatever that one is, you know. He got me in.
Oh, really? Oh, that's like an all-white country club?
It's just the rich of the rich.
Okay, yeah.
Right?
Now, I'm a member of Calabasas Country Club.
Okay,
I don't know about the other ones.
That was
That's way above
you know.
where I am.
Yeah.
I get it, yeah.
So, we're golfing, and, we're talking, because I guess he still wants to see what type of person I am.
Okay.
Right, to see what type of, and I told him, I said, listen, with me personally, I don't take anything serious. Meaning, in the middle of a debate or a heated match, me, whatever you need to win the match, do.
Right.
Because I'm content first. I'm all about content. So whatever you need to say to make the content hit, so you don't have to worry about my personality. I don't take it serious. It's all content. So you don't have to worry about, me and something happening and I'm taking it off. So don't ever worry about that.
Right. And what you're referring to is that Shannon Sharp basically took offense during a debate they had.
Yeah, just that,
Where
you know what I mean?
the whole put your glasses back on debate. Yeah.
And me in that situation, I would have put my glasses back on. Sorry, boss. Put
them on sideways.
Yeah. I would have did something. Right? Because I'm in the world of content, and I have to always think about content. So I had to let them know, like, you don't have to worry about the ego tripping here. So, just feel comfortable, be you, let your hat down.
Nice.
And I told him the other day, it's like, as much content as I've watched you, because I wanted to know who he was. And I said, it looks like you're actually having fun. And he said, I am. Right, man, it's so fun. I've never been in an environment like this. Everybody's like this is fun. I'm enjoying it. I hope you guys are enjoying me. Like, yeah, we, we're all younger than you, so we kind of look up to you.
Yeah.
So we're not competing with you.
Facts.
Right?
Yeah.
So this is a different element for him, because there's nobody on the couch that's trying to take his job.
No.
Right?
At
So
all.
you know what I mean? There's
At
no
all.
competition here. Everybody's just happy to be here. Like, some of them like, yo, bro, I can't believe I'm still here with you. Like, this is, you know what I mean? So, he feels like, yeah, okay.
Well, I mean, since last time, Shannon Sharp imploded essentially with the whole lawsuit, and he allegedly paid $23 million to the 19-year-old girl. And after all that, he even lost his job at ESPN. What's your take on this whole thing now that the dust is settled? And you actually know Shannon. You guys, You used to do a show with him.
Yeah. I used to do his Wednesday. I helped him out season 1. Did his Wednesday show.
Exactly.
Workaholic, man. Like he's on another level, right? All these guys, they're workaholics. You know, it scares. It should scare everyone, right? It should scare everyone that this is a relationship, right? And it's a consensual relationship.
100%.
And it cost you $23 million.
For what? Well, no. If it cost him $23 million, it's because he paid that in a settlement.
Yes.
It didn't mean that it went to court and a jury or the judge said you owe $23 million. Because I think if it would have went to court, probably nothing.
Or a bunch of shit that has nothing to do with why we're here comes out.
Exactly.
Right? A bunch of stuff that has nothing to do with this case comes out because you just want to paint pictures and shit, right?
Yeah. Put up partial, audio recordings and so forth.
You know what I mean? So you're paying and overpaying someone that you was having sex with and you probably paid to have sex with at the time because you know what I mean? Like you got this situation and then it costs you millions because they're deciding to use certain things out of context to come at you. It's a scary thought. It makes you think like, oh man, how many, oh shit, like okay, like you know what I mean? It's one of those things that make you really think about how you move, how you text, how you call. Fact. Every time I think every time 100%, I'm on the phone, 100%. I think I'm being recorded.
Yeah, well, you should just act like that.
And I'm talking to my wife.
Yeah. and you know something? I really want to applaud people like Cardi B, people like Metro Boomin, who get accused of this stuff and say, I'll go to court. I'll go to court, I'll take the stand, and I'll win. Because it's all bullshit. How's that? Metro Boomin just won. Did you hear about that case?
No.
A woman who claimed that Metro raped her like 8 years ago, she realized it after taking mushrooms. And because of that, went and got a lawyer who somehow took on this unhinged woman and actually took it all the way to court because Metro refused to settle. And he won. All charges dropped.
Okay.
Bravo to Metro.
It's not bravo.
That means bullshit they had to go through.
Yeah, no,
but
that's what I'm saying.
But at least he won and didn't have to pay or anything. But of course, it probably cost about $500,000.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He won a case that started off saying, I took mushrooms and I realized I was raped. Oh, okay.
Well, the jury said the same thing.
But that's what I'm saying. Oh, okay. Like that's what we're doing here. So the fact that he has to go through this and he has to go all the way with it. Like
all the way.
He has to go all the way.
Yes.
That's the bad part about this. He can't settle. Because even if he settles for the go away, like, yo, I'm good. He's guilty.
Yeah.
Right? So he is forced, because of the type of claim it is, he's forced to fight it all the way through for y'all to see how stupid this woman is and how stupid this claim was.
Yeah.
For her to just go back to being normal.
That is what Shannon Sharp should have done. He said, we're going all the way. Busby, I don't care. Let's do this. Let's do this. Come on.
You know what it is? Two different worlds. Metro Boomin can make a living without his face.
True.
Right?
And he's not tied to Disney.
And no.
Which is ESPN.
You can't cancel Metro Boomin.
True.
Because someone is going to always want to buy his beat.
Right.
Right? Right? You don't have to put my name on it.
Yeah, Future doesn't care.
Yeah. You don't. What I'm saying is, you don't have to say my name. You just give me my money. That's not how Shannon's life would work. So with Shannon or any celebrity, they're gonna want to push, like they're gonna want to just let it go. It's all about numbers at that point. Which is gonna cost me like how long am I gonna fight you? And even if I win, the fact that nothing happens to you it's kind of unfair, but I understand the law because I asked this question. Why aren't the accusers, when they lose and you find out they're lying, how come nothing happens?
Well, something could happen. You could sue them, but they have no money. So therefore, you'll win a default judgment because they won't show up to court and you can't collect anything.
Yeah, you can.
I see what you're saying.
You can't,
Whatever salary they have, you could attach
whatever salary. Hey, I look at it like this: you never know who's gonna be who. This girl might end up fucking hitting the lottery, or she might get put somewhere. She might become a billionaire or a millionaire. I want my money, right?
Sure.
So sue, hold the judgment, let it collect interest over the years, and hopefully, like, treat it like a fucking investment.
A lottery ticket.
Well, yeah, one of these shits, is gonna hit.
That's funny.
That's how I look at it.
Do you feel that Shannon, because you heard about the gay rumors for a while, right? And the whole thing, when that sex audio recording, it's like, okay, I threw the phone on the bed and it suddenly recorded. Like, it just seems fishy to me. Do you think that Shannon is really gay and is just in the closet and is using some of this stuff to try to deflect?
Oh, shit. What's so funny is I never even think about stuff like this.
Nah?
Like, I always see a headline and like, damn. Like, and then I never really dive into stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I
call himself Shay Shay. I mean, that's not the most masculine name, I can think about.
I don't.
Who knows?
Like, listen, today's where everyone's gay.
Everyone's gay.
Everyone gets called gay.
I'm
It's
gay,
like,
you're gay, we're all gay.
Like, it's like, I married my wife because I'm hiding I'm gay.
Oh, there you go.
I'm willing to spend money to just
You live with her and everything. My God, you're really.
I thought
there
I thought there was a community I can hide in. Like, this ain't the fucking 80s, bro. I got a community I can go to now. I don't need to fucking marry someone to do that. Like, it's the weirdest shit ever now.
Yeah.
But
Well, I mean, speaking of the NFL, I had a tweet that's gone viral recently. It was all over the blogs, all over the radio shows, and so forth. And it was about Bad Bunny.
okay.
He's headlining the Super Bowl. This is what I said. And I'm going to stand behind this. I said, Bad Bunny headlining the Super Bowl is strange to me. I'm glad he's getting such a huge opportunity, but none of his songs are in English, and I don't speak Spanish. Most of the audience of the Super Bowl won't speak English. Only 14% of Americans speak Spanish, so most of the television audience won't understand his songs either. I could see him doing a major event like World Cup, where there's a massive Spanish audience, but the Super Bowl doesn't make sense. It seems like the NFL is trying to expand its Latino audience at the expense of its existing fans.
So he don't speak no English?
He doesn't really speak English.
Ooh.
All his songs are in Spanish. Yes, he has a Drake feature here and there, but Drake's not going to perform at the Super Bowl.
Why wouldn't he?
After what Kendrick did last year? Doing a guest appearance? No, he's not going to do it.
Well, technically,
he's not going to do it.
Well,
I'll bet you money right now he's not going to do a guest appearance.
I'm just saying, in theory, Vlad, listen, if they got to listen to Spanish the whole goddamn Super Bowl, soon as Drake come out there, it's the only words that they're going to fucking understand.
But so, do you agree or disagree with me? Now, I understand Bad Bunny is a global superstar. I get it. He's like number 8. He's like the 8th most streamed artist on Spotify.
Okay.
But it's primarily in Spanish.
Okay. Where is the Super Bowl going to be?
It's in LA? Santa Clara. Okay, so Super Bowl. So Super Bowl is going to be Santa Clara, California, Northern California.
What's the Hispanic population?
It's a good amount.
I mean, so we can say that arena or the field won't be speaking English, but if it's all Hispanics,
I mean, there's going to be there's going to be some Hispanics there, but it's really not so much about the arena, it's more about where it's broadcast. It's the biggest watched sporting event, the biggest stage, and only 14% of American listeners actually speak Spanish. Now,
it depends on where they're going to broadcast this everywhere.
Oh, of course, they're going to broadcast it everywhere. But I looked, and about a third of the audience for the Super Bowl is outside the U.S., but only 10% of those countries actually speak Spanish. The reality is that Spanish people really, especially outside the U.S., really don't watch American football. It's really soccer's, basketball to a certain degree, but football is kind of the bottom of the pole when it comes to that. Like, football is really an American sport. Mm-hmm. So I'm just saying, listen, I'm a music guy. I have DJ in my name.
They're not selling but they're not selling football to those countries. They're selling him, right? So those countries won't be watching the football game.
They're watching him.
They're watching him for that time. Now,
I get it.
Inside the arena, this is what people don't understand, and this is why the New Orleans situation with Wayne, people didn't really understand this.
Right.
The two teams are playing. Those fans are not New Orleans fans.
Right. They're from all over.
They're from the two cities
exactly
that are coming.
The same thing with Santa Clara.
Yeah.
It's not a bunch of Santa Clara residents like, oh, what are you doing? Oh, I guess we'll see the Super Bowl. There's nothing else to do.
So
those tickets are bought sometimes years in advance.
So it all depends on who they think is going to be in the Super Bowl.
Right.
It's going to be what?
It's not the 49ers.
LA Rams, 49ers, Dallas Cowboys. You see where I'm getting? Where most majority of those fans are that.
But still, I'm just saying.
It's going to be the biggest.
People, I just feel like there's a big backlash. People calling me racist and everything else like that.
No, you're just thinking like
a normal person.
No, you're thinking local.
Well, I'm not thinking local. I'm thinking this is an American event with 85% English-speaking population, and people are like, no, I like Bad Bunny. Really, what's your favorite song? Okay, you can name a song. What is he talking about in that song? I don't know. It's not really your favorite song. You don't really listen to this guy. Have you ever gone to a foreign language concert because you wanted to go? No.
And that's the point of it. But that's the point of it.
You know, like, for example, like,
they're not
BTS, right? The biggest Korean group. Really? If they perform doing a bunch of Korean songs?
Let me ask you a question.
Everyone would be looking at each other like, what the hell?
Let me ask you a question as a business.
Let's go.
Do you care about 100,000 Americans in this arena that has to listen to someone speak Spanish? Or do you care about the 100, 200 million that's going to tune in for those 10 minutes?
But that was my point.
But that's
they
all
are
it is.
catering to a foreign audience at the expense of their actual fans.
Of 100,000 fans.
Well, no, or the millions of the millions of American fans that are really going to tune out during the halftime performance. 85% of America is not going to really enjoy this halftime show.
They don't
because they don't know none of the songs. They don't understand the music, and people are like, oh, he already performed during Shakira's set. Yes, Shakira and J-Lo performed primarily English songs with a little bit of Spanish thrown in. I get that. I'm cool with that.
Yeah, but I don't care. But that's the problem. I'm not selling Bad Bunny to you guys. He is a global icon, meaning for the first time, besides the fucking Michael Jackson, the world is going to be watching the halftime show. The world. Not New Orleans, not Black America for Kendrick, not Kendrick's whole, even though Kendrick is global, not him. I'm having the world. That means all of Argentina, all of Mexico, everyone that speaks some type of Spanish and love this man will be watching those 10 minutes, and it's going to be historic numbers that you're not even going to phantom. You're not, he might break the last 10 years of artists combined. That's what this is potentially going to happen.
That's not true because The Weeknd is a bigger artist than him, even internationally, and he's already performed the Super Bowl.
And what was his numbers?
Pretty big. Bad Bunny's a smaller artist than The Weeknd. I'm just saying.
I mean, is there more? Okay, now let's. Artists, yes. Hispanic artists are different because their country supports them personally.
Puerto Rico?
Just whoever, all Spanish.
He's a Puerto Rican artist.
So Puerto Rico, Mexico, they're all going to support him.
Yeah.
So now add up all of them and expect all of them. This is like having an Asian go up there and speak Mandarin the whole time. We won't understand, but I guarantee you it unlocks all of China.
Well, you're just proving my point. My original point was they are sort of putting aside their core NFL American audience to try to expand internationally.
Yes.
There you go. We agree.
Good move.
Cool.
But I'm okay with that.
You're okay with it? I think it's a little, but whatever.
Me, I only tuned into the Kendrick Lamar. I didn't tune into the football. I didn't watch the actual thing. I tuned into Kendrick Lamar. Most of the time when I tuned in, I either tuned into the year before that, right? Usher.
That was great.
Yeah, I tuned in. L.A.
Yeah, Dr. Dre.
That's when I tuned in.
That was hot.
Right? So, for the most part, Super Bowl is you have the people who like football. You have people who just tune into just commercials. You have a commercial audience.
Yeah, right.
Right?
That's
and
true.
then you have a halftime Super Bowl audience, right? There's a lot of things going on during Super Bowl. And they're trying to tap into all of it. They're trying to tap into the football part of it, the commercial part of it. And now I'm trying to tap into overseas. I'm trying to be global.
Well, it's funny, right? I don't know if you know the story or not, but Tommy Davidson told me for the first time. Up until 1993, the halftime show during the Super Bowl was an afterthought.
Yeah.
In fact, in 1992, there was a Elvis impersonator who did the halftime show. And at the time, In Living Color was one of the hot shows. So they did a special during the Super Bowl where they had a little timer, right? Saying, minutes left until the game starts again. So they were encouraging people to switch over and watch them during the Super Bowl. And listen, no worries. We'll let you know when you go back to watching the game.
Yeah.
The audience was so big when that happened that the next year, the Super Bowl brought in Michael Jackson. And they never looked back. You changed really sports forever. I mean, with that, yeah.
And it was successful, and we killed that. We killed
guys
it.
killed
and,
it,
and
exactly.
we turned it out, and it worked. And everybody benefited from it because from commercials to everything, Super Bowl is a joint. And everybody knows it is worldwide.
That became the biggest stage. And every year, that became a thing. But up until that point, until the small, mostly black comedy show on a new network decided to go up against the Super Bowl, they didn't even care about that show.
And that's where we are now. Something happens that
shifts, wakes everyone up.
This is
okay.
Remember,
You got a good
football
point.
is an American sport, right?
100%.
When you're talking about global, when they're sitting there looking at their NFL stars compared to basketball stars, there's no competition.
True.
Right? Bronny James has more social media followers than their MVPs.
Yeah, but they wear helmets and so forth, so it makes it a little harder.
A high schooler. He was in high school, and he
okay.
had more followers than Patrick Mahomes, and Patrick Mahomes won his second Super Bowl at that time.
Yeah, I got it.
Right?
That's a good point.
So that is something you got to sit back and look at, because basketball is global, right? We have we got everyone around the world that watches basketball or plays basketball. Right? When you're talking about the overseas market, this is their move. They're trying to open up their audience in different countries. And I'm surprised it took this fucking long.
Yeah, it's probably going to work.
Right? I'm pretty sure after this, they're going to find the biggest Asian celebrity. You got to go. You got to just fucking tap and see what hits.
Sure.
Right?
Sure.
Right? Because look, at the end of the day, we know this. Yao Ming came over here. We see what that was.
Oh, yeah, kick the door open.
Right, kick the door open. So, you know what it is when it happens. You just got to figure out how to get your you got to find one of those special kids that's popping, one of these pop K-stars.
Yeah, and look, from what I heard, Taylor Swift and Adele both turned it down. Those were the first two choices. Bad Bunny said, all right, let's do it. Now, of course, Trump said that ICE will be there at the game, arresting people just in case. Because the thing is about Bad Bunny, though, is that he actually canceled his U.S. tour because of the ICE policies. So, there's a whole lot of political stuff that's happening. And I'm not on that. Just so people know, I'm not. No. I didn't vote for Trump. I voted for Kamala. I'm not a MAGA guy at all. I just feel strongly when it comes to music. I have DJ in my name, right? So for me, music is very important, and I can enjoy a song that's in a foreign language, but I can't love a song because I don't know what it's saying. For me, the lyrics are just as important as the music. So that's just my thing as a music person.
MAGA is not MAGA to me because the leader of MAGA is a real comedian. If you just sit back and just watch him, it's like the things he does is just flat out, like, how can you not giggle and sniggle for the most part if you are like part of the entertainment? Like, he comes from what background? I know he was in boxing.
Yeah.
With Tyson. Like you see his circle, he did the show The Apprentice and he had a slogan. So
man, he did the Miss America pageant. That's all
so
him.
He has this entertainment value.
100%.
And he just does it anytime he can. And sometimes I just sit back and like, this is not what race is. Like, when you think of KKK thought, that's the worst person to have. His bones inside has too much humor for MAGA to support it.
Yep.
Like, if you're MAGA, you have to be pissed off at some of the shit he does more than fucking Black America.
True.
Like you have to be pissed off at 90% of the shit he does.
Oh yeah.
Like, you gotta sit there and say, why the fuck does he always play black music? Like, I just fucking shit irritates me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we're fucking sitting here talking about go Trump, go Trump. He fucking has Rihanna on. Like, what the fuck is this? Like, there's just things that he does that truly gotta irritate. Like, did he just pardon Kodak Black? Like, who the fuck is Kodak Black?
Yeah. And NBA Young Boy.
That's fucking black in his name. I thought we were just anti-all black. Like it's just like just the things he does. I just like, if you're a true racist, he has to irritate you at some point, because there's just things he does that just goes against David Duke. Right?
I know, right?
Right. It's just the inauguration. All the fucking black people are performing. Like, I just know if you're David Duke, you just sit there like, the fuck is this?
Well, I just want to cover one more topic before I let you go. In boxing, November 14th, Jake Paul versus Gervonta Davis. According to betonline.ag, Gervonta's favored -200. Jake is plus 153. What do you think will happen? What do you think will happen? So you think that Gervonta's going to knock him out?
No. Okay, listen, I don't think that Tank can hit hard, right? I mean, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Right.
But Jake is a heavyweight.
But Jake is heavy, and I think he could knock him out. If he knocks him out, no one's gonna be surprised, because I don't think Jake Chin hasn't been trained since he was little into boxing.
True.
Most of these guys, they've been boxing since they were 4, 5, 6 years old, so they've established their hit pattern for this part of their that's not him. He just got into it. Yes, he's learned some things, but he doesn't have the foundation that if he got hit with an uppercut dead on the chin, he's out.
Oh yeah.
Right? It's not one of those, and it's not one of those type of hits that you can give him. So he could be knocked out by Tank. I look at it as entertainment. Yeah. Jake entertains me.
Right. It's not a real fight. It's not going on anyone's records. The weight classes are totally uneven.
I take things for what they are. Right?
Right. Which is a circus.
Right? And Jake, what he's done to boxing, to me, is no different than what In Living Color did to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, you switch it up.
You switch it up. It became entertaining. You brought money in the sport that wasn't there before. People are being paid that wasn't being paid like that before, right? When Mayweather did it with McGregor, it changed McGregor's life.
True.
What Jake has been doing to some of these fighters is changing their lives. What he did for Mike Tyson. Do I think Mike Tyson would have fucked him up? Yes. I watched Mike Tyson go against Roy Jones. I watched this man pull punches. Don't go all the way through.
I disagree with that.
Oh, yeah.
I disagree with that. In fact, because you and I could talk, right? So when it comes to basketball, I'm not going to tell you what the deal is, right? So I had Michael Jai White on my show, who for the last 30-something years has been paid to pretend to fight on camera.
Paid to pretend to fight?
Yes. He is an action star, right? Do you agree with me on this?
Yes.
Been in 100-something movies.
He's very good at what he does.
Great at what he does, and he's also a martial artist himself.
A real one.
On top of it. And he said he watched that fight carefully. Tyson did not pull any punches.
No. He didn't
With
pull
Jake
any
Paul.
punches. He didn't throw the punches.
No, he said that Tyson did his best. That was a real fight, and what happened is what happened. That's what he said. And he has no reason to lie. He played Mike Tyson in the biography.
I know what he played.
The biopic.
And I know what I was told before the fight, and I know what I watched in the fight.
What were you told before the fight?
Tyson was supposed to get $0 if he knocked Jake Paul out. The fight had to go all the way through. That's what I was told.
You were told by someone that actually knew. We want to.
I can't confirm or not, but if you watch the fight,
Jake Paul is threatening to sue people over statements like this.
No, I mean, but I don't give two shits either way if it's rigged or not. I'm watching, I'm entertained. I love Jake Paul. I look at what he's doing.
Okay.
But if you watch Mike Tyson and you know his attributes, you know when Mike Tyson is Mike Tyson. Fighters can't stop certain things, right? Just natural habits, right? So you can see with the Roy Jones, when something happened and he took a hit and he just reacted, right? Jones hit him, boom, and he reacted, hit Jones in the rib. Damn near, that was almost a fight. You watch this and you can see when Jake Paul flinched because Mike Tyson was about to, and he just let it go. So when Mike Tyson bites his what's the name, that's when he's holding back. When he's sitting there and he's biting that's the when he's biting the glove, he's cooling down his temperament.
All right.
But
I disagree. I saw that man stumble on his way into the ring. That man is 59 years old. I'm sorry.
59 years old, who trains since he was a little kid. Meaning,
who smokes weed.
Meaning all of his punching is reactive.
I get that.
Meaning, if I'm at my age, right? Remember, at my age, if I'm dribbling the ball and you do a move, I'm just gonna naturally know how to react because I've done it a million times. So watching a fight like that, even his natural movement, like you can see him, all he's doing is instead of this, and you duck. What is Mike Tyson's first move when you duck? This, right?
All I'm saying.
No, what I'm saying is, if you watch Mike Tyson, when Mike Tyson does the shuffle duck, and he swings and you duck, natural reaction is whop. You never seen that because Jake's natural reaction if you swing here to duck, because he's never boxed like that before.
Right.
So you can tell that Mike Tyson had to train a certain way and understand it. But who benefits from this? Not Tyson. Not Jake Paul. Right? None of us. It's the fans.
Yeah.
We get to see Mike Tyson again. We get to see Jake put people on. That's how I look at it. He's putting people on. He didn't have to put Mike Tyson on. He didn't have to do any of that. He's doing it. He has the power. And to me,
it's a hell of a check too.
And to me, I think what he's doing is brilliant. I think he's a fucking smart kid who understands what he's doing. And real or fake, I can care less.
Yeah.
I you know what I mean? Like if he wants to fight Roy Jones next, we're gonna watch.
Well, speaking of Tyson,
he should fuck around, fight two people next. Fuck it, why not?
Right, two lightweights in there.
Yeah, knock both y'all out. Let's go. Right? And just sit there, just
fucking might as well introduce weapons.
Just
fucking
knock these
sticks. Like I don't know.
That's where that
nunchucks. I don't know, man.
Like the fact that he's this far into it, and he took something that he wasn't good at. Like, and this is what I say. I respect him because of this. Where he started from, internet, like he was
he's
like
a
YouTuber that did the Jackass style. That was the Jackass style.
Yeah, him and his brother.
Got challenged in boxing.
Took it seriously.
And took it serious, and it's the business.
Yes.
Like, if you're not looking at him as like, this is not something he was when he was a child. It's something, one of these guys challenged him in, he took it serious, knocked that motherfucker out, like, oh! This is what I want to do.
This came later in life.
And built an empire on it.
His brother went into boxing and then also wrestling. And they've done great with it.
They've
done great.
Like now that's Now that's a clap.
That's
That's what a clap
But
is.
I've always said this. Now, speaking of Tyson, there's another fight coming, Floyd Mayweather versus Mike Tyson. According to betonline.ag, Mayweather is favored minus 500. Tyson is plus 300. So they're saying that Mayweather is going to beat Mike Tyson.
Doing what?
What do you mean?
And what? What exactly? Is he gonna knock him out?
No, I mean, he's never knocked anybody out.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying it's
By
like
points.
just by points.
Yeah.
Okay, then everyone to win every fight, right? Because I can just calculate the points how I want to calculate them. It's not like Mike Tyson. Like, come on, man. Mike Tyson's not gonna be fucking trying to punch Mayweather hard. I guarantee you, we can say what we say in the ring. Who is the baddest man on earth right now out there?
Right now?
Yeah.
Bud Crawford.
Okay, that's Tyson. That's like Tyson. Like Tyson. I guarantee you, if you told Tyson to train for a year and fight a real fighter, I guarantee you he will last 2, 3, 4 rounds. Then it'll make you think about all this other shit.
Yeah.
Right? Like, we're talking about, like, we seen what Foreman looked like at his age. In them punches he was doing on the punching bag. We seen Mike Tyson videos when he's punching against his what's-the-name. We can hear the hits. We can see the hits. We can see the power. He can't unleash this type of power on these people, man. Like, I hope it's an expedition. I hope it's that. I don't want to see him even remotely take a hard swing at Mayweather, knock his fucking head off. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see Mayweather like, whoa, come on, man, Mike Tyson. The fuck you doing, Mike? That's just fucking Mayweather there, right? And I don't want to see him like hold punches and Mayweather's in that motherfucker doing this. It's like, just entertain me. I don't care what it run around, run through his legs, little shit like that. Right? Do that shit. Like I'm fine with it. I'll pay my
run through his legs.
Yeah, I'll go through his legs, do that, hit him in his punch, do that shit that we see on cartoons.
Right.
Just if it's entertainment, it's entertainment. Like it does like what they're doing doesn't change nothing. Like Mayweather can go 60-0.
Well, he's 15-0. I mean, these are all exhibition fights.
What I'm saying is,
Yeah.
he can lose a fight. One of these exhibition doesn't change who he is, doesn't change what he did. Like some people is in stone already. No matter what they do, it's in stone. His shit is in stone. My type. If the niggas want to fight me, fuck. All right, champ.
Sure. I'll take another $50 million.
You know what I mean? But it's just one of those things. They've done so much in their careers that if this is how they have to get paid and entertain without being hit and putting their record or bodies into this type of action, then they deserve it. Like, who are we?
Yeah.
Like, listen, we've seen what we've seen from Mike Tyson. If he needs to go in there and box Jake for $10 million, he deserves that shit. Right? I'd rather him get paid $10 million from that than fighting fucking Wilder. And he throw a fucking haymaker and knock him out.
Oh, yeah, no.
I don't want to see that shit.
No, we don't want him to go out like a Muhammad Ali.
Yeah, I don't want that.
Like with Trevor Burbick at the end, where he just gets brutalized in front of the whole world and he's fucked up and then he gets Parkinson's and we don't want that.
I want to see
we
that.
don't want that, yeah.
Like even like somebody like Wilder. Jake, don't not. He's not ready yet. He's not ready yet for the exhibition type of fighter. That motherfucker might swing and he might take out some frustration on you.
Oh yeah, Tyson Fury?
Yeah,
Tyson Fury will fuck Jake up.
Yeah, that's what I said. So you don't want to take those right now. Like they not in the entertainment spotlight.
Fight the older guys. Stick to the older guys for now.
Like I like it. I like where the space is.
Or just fight the younger, smaller guys. Yeah. Something.
Like even like I'm pretty sure like there would be some rules still against someone like Tank because Tank is still an active fighter.
Well, no, there was an upper weight class. I think that Jake Paul had to drop down to like 195 because he was like regular like 220 or something. So he had to drop down to like 195 to at least make it a slightly closer weight class.
There's no restrictions here?
I'm not sure. But like I said, he had to drop about 20-something pounds. That's a big deal. That's a lot of weight.
Yeah.
It's a lot of weight, especially for a tall guy.
But at the end of the day, I mean,
He's getting paid for it. So
what I'm saying is, if he's overweight,
they're still going to do it.
Are they going to say, "Oh, the fight's getting out of
Yeah, it's already massively different weight
He calling that
classes.
motherfucker just be fat.
That's what it is. Gilbert Arenas, man. Thank you for coming in. You actually signed a jersey for me.
I'm number 1, baby.
Yeah, we're going to flash that. You know, this is actually going to be the first jersey in my barber room.
Okay.
You know, I'm going to frame it, put it up there. Some of my friends' jerseys. You know, my man Sean Merriman.
Okay,
I just ordered his jersey also, and I see him have him sign it. And just people that I know and have a cool little room. Boosie gave me the idea.
Boosie,
he has the room with just like tons of jerseys.
Yeah.
And so forth. So I'm going to do something a little bit similar. But wish you all the best, man. Congrats on getting Skip on your show.
Oh, yeah.
That's a big deal.
And I'll make sure I get him on your show.
That's right. That's what it is. Till next time.
All right.
Peace.
Peace.